Hey everybody, welcome back to Training Battles. Happy Friday. So this will be the last, most likely the last Training Battles episode with this team, and then Matt will feature his team next week, and I'll probably come with a brand new team the following week. So let's go into our last two battles with this team. It's been doing pretty good. We have been lower ladder since the ladder reset, but nonetheless, we've been able to pull out some wins with the team. So I'll continue on for continue searching for our first opponent. So we're sitting at a rating of 1635. I was expecting to be like around 1640, but it's like we only got 11 points from that last win, 11 or 12 points, but that is all right. So yeah, and like I said, the team started off like really a lot bulkier and slower, and then I kind of decided to make it a little more active by switching to Specs Fini and making Zapdos faster with the Z move, and then I just switched Tyranitar to Mega to run the dual Mega. But and if anyone would like to see like a paste of the team or maybe like a report on any teams we do, please comment on that, because I can definitely do that. Try and just explain the team in depth and share it. So yeah, just leave comments if you want to see that. It's taken a while to find our first opponent, so I'm wondering if it's gonna fail and we'll have to search again. Oh boy. And one. Oh, there we go. Alright, so a player from South Korea with a rating of 1569. I don't speak Korean, so I don't know the name. We've got Melodic, Charizard, Landorus, Terrakion, Koko, and Aegislash. So, got that Koko Charizard combo, which I'm seeing more of. The interesting pick here is the Terrakion, which is probably threatening with the fighting type towards Tyranitar, because in these kind of matchups I like to bring Tyranitar, because it's pretty solid. Especially because Aegislash and Charizard are so threatening to Metagross. And so honestly, the two biggest problems with Tyranitar are Landorus and Terrakion, which I feel like both Fini and Landorus can do pretty well against. Do I kind of want Amoonguss. Amoonguss is actually not too bad. The Melodic was actually what worries me the most, just because of its ability. And it can do damage, so I'll probably go ahead and lead. I want to lead Zapdos Amoonguss. Dang, this is really tough. I'll lead Fini, Titar. I'll bring Amoonguss and Zapdos. Yeah, let's go with that. Zapdos does do well against the Melodic, which is kind of what I really want it for. And it's one less water weak Pokemon. And then Amoonguss, well, yeah, the one thing I'm worried about, of course, is the Terrakion a little, but he leads Charizard Koko, so this could be worse. Now, if he goes for the Z move, it'd be pretty bad for him to go for the Z move onto Fini. Question is, would he go for it right away? Because I could easily switch in Landorus. I'm definitely gonna Mega Evolve Rock Slide here. Like, I for sure want to do that. Kind of wish I did have Landorus, because it'd be an easy switch. I could also switch into Amoonguss, but then I risk Amoonguss taking a Heat Wave. Let's say I do KO this Charizard. What would come in if I left these two in? Boy, I feel like the Amoonguss is so important, or the Fini is so important for dealing with Terrakion, and even the Melodic. I'm gonna pull the switch, because if he does attack, he won't have any. If he does attack, he won't have Sun, so that would allow Amoonguss to live a Heat Wave, and maybe proc its Berry. So yeah, he's Mega Evolving, but we're Mega Evolving too, so we'll see if he even Heat Waves, because both my Pokemon do resist it. And this way, if I do get a KO here, my Amoonguss is on the field to redirect like a fighting move from Terrakion. Yeah, so we'll Mega Evolve. So this is like 2 episodes in a row we've gotten, we've caught these Charizards with our surprise Mega Evolution. So I'm so curious what Coco's gonna do. So he just goes for Volt Switch onto the Tyranitar, but that doesn't do too much with the Sand Up because of the special defense boost. So whatever's coming in is taking a Rock Slide here. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Landorus, because Landorus can intimidate and maybe Charizard lives. No, it's Terrakion. Oh, perfect. Yeah, because with Amoonguss on the field. Let's see if he locks into Solar Beam. Yeah, he does. Awesome. So that was a good switch into Amoonguss. And now, what's great about that is I can redirect the Tyranitar's attacks. Now we connect, and we KO Charizard. Perfect. Sweet. Yeah, see, having this double Mega has really been awesome because a lot of people are not expecting Mega Tyranitar when they see Metagross. And now Amoonguss can protect the Tyranitar from the Terrakion's fighting moves. And I would imagine he brings in Aegislash. So he has Coco in the back. So I gotta be careful of that. He could easily Rock Slide and like Z-move the Amoonguss. Which is definitely what I'm afraid of the most. Because if he flinches Tyranitar, that wouldn't be very good. And I don't really want to lose Amoonguss quite yet. So I'm tempted to protect Amoonguss. Man, is it worth it to risk going? I feel like it is. I'm gonna low kick the Terrakion. He might just protect Terrakion. He doesn't. I think he's going for a Rock Slide though. Oh, he goes for a sub. Well, I'm glad we attacked. And we'll take out. We're faster than Aegislash. Yeah, we'll take out the substitute, which is really interesting. And here's the Z move. Hopefully, yeah, this should be into Amoonguss. So cool. So we burn that thing Z move, which is really, really nice. And it's kind of what I was expecting him to do, like do something like that, and then go for the Z move into Amoonguss because he's gonna try and I can tell he's definitely trying to get rid of Amoonguss because otherwise he can't beat Terrakion, or he can't beat my Tyranitar with his Terrakion. Alright, so we take a little bit of damage. Question is whether he goes for the Rock Slide now. I'm gonna Rage Powder this turn though. And I could crunch Aegislash. But like I said, Terrakion's really bad, really threatening. So he could. I just wonder if he protects the Terrakion here. Shoot, that's really tough. I kind of want to make a call. I think he might protect Terrakion. Is it worth it to go for it? I mean, I do have Finny. You know what, I'm gonna call it. Because if I call this right, oh, okay. Well, he's not protecting, so we can get rid of Aegislash at least. So he does go for close combat. Awesome. The one thing I'm worried about is I think Shadow Ball. Well, no, because I'll be faster, and I'll just take out this Aegislash. Yeah, perfect. We'll get rid of that. So we got the call right. I figured. Yeah, it's so easy to just King Shield in that situation that he thinks I wouldn't. Like, he probably just thought I wouldn't go for it. But I think it worked out really well there. And now Coco's in. So, in this situation, I think he has Volt Switch. I don't anticipate. I think my Berry should activate. So I think just a simple Rage Powder here suffices. Then he could Rock Slide. Question is, I'm actually kind of tempted to switch out Amoonguss. I'll Rage Powder and Low Kick. I think it's pretty safe. Oh, he just forfeits. Alright, so good game to our opponent. I don't know if he needed to forfeit there. I still feel like he probably had an out somewhere there. The thing I was worried about was him KOing the Amoonguss. Well, for him to KO the Amoonguss, I would have to... yeah, for him to KO the Amoonguss, I would have to not... Actually, I don't know. I think Rock Slide flinches were his out, honestly. If he just like goes for Rock Slides and gets flinches, like... Say he Dazzling Gleams, doesn't proc the berry on Amoonguss, and then he Rock Slides, and then KOs Amoonguss and flinches the Tyranitar, then he'd be in a much better spot. But either way, good game to my opponent. I don't think he should have forfeited there, and I think that's just a reminder, like, you don't always want to give up so quickly, because sometimes there's a lot of outs that you don't see, and in that situation he definitely had an out with Rock Slide, because flinching is a really good, I mean, that's a really good thing to go for. I mean, people don't like it, but if it's your win con, you should go for it, and I think he had a win con and Rock Slide flinches there. So, alright, so we find our next opponent from Italy is Scavalier19. So, very similar team, but he's got with the very similar Pokemon with the Charizard, Koko, Landorus, Aegislash, but he also has Cresselia, as well as the Tyranitar instead of Tracheon and Melodic. Zapdos isn't nearly as important this time around, which I'm glad. I think I bring the same team, except I'm going to bring Landorus over the Zapdos. I'm definitely leading Tyranitar again. Biggest threat to Tyranitar is the Landorus if it has superpower. So that makes me want to lead Amoonguss with Finny and I think Landorus in the back, because the Intimidate will be valuable. Oh man. Okay. The problem here is if he leads Charizard Landorus. But again, if I Mega Evolve and get the stand up, I'd be in good shape. Yeah, I'll go with this. And then if he does lead that, I can Mega Evolve, and I think Amoonguss should survive a Heat Wave with like Out of the Sun. And I can Rage Powder any superpower. Yeah, any kind of superpower. And then I should be able to take an Earthquake. Especially in Mega. I mean, Mega Tyranitar's base stats are absurd, guys. I was looking at him when I was looking into switching to Mega, and I was like, wow. It's got a lot of good base stats. It's just got that bad 4x weakness. Alright, so we see Koko Titar. So I'm not too worried about the Tapu Koko here. I don't know how fast the Tyranitar is. We'll find out here. Okay, it looked like it was my Sandstream. Gosh, I don't remember what color is whose. But I'm pretty sure that was my Sandstream that went first. So if I'm faster, I might just go for a low kick. Mega Evolve and low. No, I don't know if I want to Mega Evolve yet, actually. Just because when Tyranitar or Charizard comes in. And I can just Rage Powder. Of course, he could switch Tyranitar out into Landorus, which makes a lot of sense. Do I need to go for it? I don't think I need to go for it though. I'll Rock Slide and Rage Powder. Okay, so yeah, he protects. I'm glad I went for Rock Slide. He's probably gonna Volt Switch here. Oh, Rage Powder. Yeah, I expect a Volt Switch. Yeah, and this should be this go into my. And then this should be a switch out probably into Landorus. I'd imagine. Yeah, which that's the best switch he has by far. So I'm gonna guess it's Koko. Okay, yeah. So my Tyranitar is faster. The blue meant it was my T-Tar first. And I'm just gonna assume Charizard is in the back with their Koko. And Rock Slide misses. It's unfortunate. That chip damage could have been nice. So something I could do here is like protect Spore. Because I'm trying to think of what his options are here. Because I can just go after the Tyranitar. I'd rather just Rock Slide. I could switch into my own, something of my own, like my own Landorus and Spore. So kind of like that. I don't think he can KO. I don't know if he can KO Amoonguss here. I'd also just protect. I am going to switch out into Landorus though. And do I protect? I'm going to do that. I'll protect this turn. I don't want to risk like me losing Amoonguss to something like a Groundium Z. Switch to Landorus, get this Intimidate off. Okay. What does my opponent opt for? He could also try and U-turn. And my guess is he U-turn off the... yeah, Amoonguss? Perfect, so he's stuck in here. And he goes for Rock Slide. See if his hits. Yeah. But damage should be... yeah, it's not too much the Intimidate, which is really nice. Kinda wanna go for my own Rock Slide. Could also knock something off. But I could also U-turn. I got a couple options here. U-turn feels like a better idea for momentum. And then, yeah, let's U-turn and I can shuffle. I'll U-turn off the Landorus. Question is, do I Spore? What would he U-turn into? Or switch into? I kinda wanna just Sludge Bomb the Landorus. I'm gonna Sludge Bomb it. I really bet this goes out into Coco. Or is this Coco? No, oh, he doesn't have Charizard. He moves to Celia. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna U-turn. I'm gonna see if I kinda have a feeling he's gonna go out into Coco. Do I think he's going for Earthquake? I'm tempted to go into Tyranitar, but I don't want to risk taking an Earthquake. I'm gonna go into Feeny. Is he gonna Earthquake? Yeah, I don't. Just the fact that he's switching Cresselia, I'm really worried he's Earthquaking. I'm gonna switch out to Tapu Fini instead. Nope, he U-turned. What is this into? You know, this is also kind of nice because this might bait in the Coco, and then if I just get this Sludge Bomb off, that would be beautiful. Because I think bringing in Fini does bait in. Yeah, it baits in the Coco, so that actually, that actually kind of is really neat. That I pulled. That was kind of cool. So I didn't really think of that going into Fini. So now I get this Sludge Bomb off onto the Coco. Big Sludge Bomb. End the poison. That's big. The sand and poison is gonna knock out Coco. Perfect. Yeah, you know, I had a feeling Coco was gonna come into that slot in the first place. Bringing in Fini just completely baited that Coco too. That was beautiful. I'm really proud. I'm really happy with that turn. That turned out really well. Got rid of that Coco like that. Because I mean, it feels safe because like what's a Sludge Bomb gonna do to Landorus? I mean, a Spore is more likely, but just getting off that, and so it's like it just kind of made sense for Coco to come into that slot if anything. So that was huge. And then that got 30% poison chance. That with the sand just cleaned it up, and that did a lot. Like it's amazing how much like Amoonguss can do to a 4 HP. Yeah, to a 4 HP. What is it? Oh, sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. To a 4 HP Coco. With that poison chance, it makes it even better. So, I might preserve. I'm kind of tempted to preserve the Fini. Might just Spore something. I think. See him going for like an Icy Wind. You know, I'm gonna Scald. He'll Earthquake here, I'm sure. I'm tempted to Muddy Water, but I don't want to risk a. Yeah, I'm tempted to Muddy Water, but I don't really want to risk the miss. And I'm going to Spore, because he should survive. I'll just double this Landorus. I'm assuming it's AV. Most of them are. I mean, it could be like Scarfed or something, but... Yeah, that's smart. That he's got to go for his flinches here. So let's see if he gets those. Another reason I want to double this. So I get it Scald off, so that's really good. Okay, so I think he was Scarfed, given the fact that KO'd. And we'll Spore this Cresselia. He goes for an Ice Beam. Amoonguss should live this, I would imagine. Nope. Amoonguss doesn't always take the hits that I expect, I guess. But maybe it's more offensive Cresselia. I also don't know that calc. But that's okay. We don't really need... I don't really need it much anymore. So this turn... I want to go into Tyranitar. Yeah. And I expect him to go for maybe a Trick Room here. So we'll go into T-Tar. I'm going to double up the Cresselia. An ally switch would be really annoying. More reason to double up the... Yeah, he could also have like ally switch, so I'm going to double up. I'm going to double up the Tyranitar. With a Scald. Or I was going to double up the Cresselia. I don't want to like set up Trick Room or something. Last turn is Sandstorm. I don't mind that. So I'll Mega Evolve here. Just to ensure the... Yeah, because I want to ensure that I can do full damage to this T-Tar with my Tapu Fini. So we'll double up Crest, and if he ally switches, Tyranitar takes a Scald. If he doesn't, this Cresselia is going to take a bunch of damage. And with Landorus in the back, kind of will beat Tyranitar with an Earthquake. So if I get rid of Cresselia, that takes care of the threat to my... Yeah, that'll take care of the threat to my my Landorus. Once again, I'm running out of time, so I need to pay attention to that. This might KO. You get a burn, which is nice. Goes for Psychic. Possibly a Rock Slide here. That's a little unfortunate. If this Crunch KOs, we're in good shape. Awesome, cool. So that should be game because I can just Earthquake the T-Tar. He goes for a Rock Slide. Fini avoids. Double miss. I don't know how much that mattered. He probably, even if he KOs the Fini, I just bring in Landorus and I can just like start attacking. And plus, my Tyranitar is faster than his, and I have low kick. So good game to my opponent. I don't see any way around. This might even just KO without the sand. Doesn't, but I have low kick. Oh, I used the weakness policy set. Low kick picks this up though. Yeah, so again, good game to my opponent. That was a cool game. That was kind of interesting not bringing Charizard. It worked out in his favor because since I had quite a few things to deal with it, especially the Mega T-Tar. But big turn was Sludge Bombing that Coco Switch in and then getting the poison. So that was pretty big. And yeah, I liked that worked out. I'm trying to think if I had brought in Tyranitar instead of the Fini, he probably, I don't know if he'd go back into his own Tyranitar. He probably still might go into Coco, but going into Fini like pretty much ensured he was going into Coco when he U-turned, because like why wouldn't you? You don't always anticipate that Sludge Bomb, but I feel like Coco going into that slot definitely, like I said, it made a lot of sense, just because you don't fear a Sludge Bomb as much because Landorus resists it, and on top of that, in case I Spore, that can't be Spored, and so yeah. But regardless, so that's going to be it with this team. I'm quite enjoying the changes. I think it's working out for me really well. Like, it's fitting to the way I want to play it a little more. Like, I like bulky teams, but I kind of like those, like, also, like, bulky teams that have offense to go with it. Not a huge fan of setup, which is why I'm not usually the best with Calm Mind Fini. Even in 2017, I used it a little bit, but I tended to like Specs or even like just a Berry Fini with, like, Taunt or something, or even Haze. I wasn't a huge fan of. I'm just not a big fan of like many setup moves. So, but yeah. So I'm probably gonna keep messing around with this team. I really like it. But expect new team next week and a new team the week after from me. And the next week will be Matt's team. And yeah. So I hope you enjoyed, guys. Like, again, if you want to see any teams that we use, reports on them, like pastes of them or anything like that, please let us know. And I'm always looking to put out more content, and I want to do it based on what people want to see. So yeah, so leave a like, subscribe. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and yeah, stick around and watch us just have some fun and try and learn something. That's my biggest goal, is just to teach you guys more about this game and try and be entertaining. So yeah, just be on the lookout for more content, and have a great day, guys. See you later.